So today we are going to organize my bedside caddy, which is really just for nursing, for newborn things, baby things, all the things that you need when you come home from the hospital and have a newborn baby. My baby is not, well, technically she's still a newborn, but we're not straight home from the hospital. It's been a few weeks, but this caddy, y'all, has never been organized. I didn't get a chance to do that, and it just has not been serving me well. So we're definitely gonna go to the store today, grab a few things, hopefully to help me out, and then organize the caddy. I'm gonna go over everything that I put in mine. If you are new, definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here, and everyone else, thanks for coming back, and hopefully this video helps you out in some way, shape, or form, because even if you don't need a bedside caddy literally next to your bed, and you want to reorganize your baby's changing table in their nursery, something like that, this could definitely help you in that area as well. Before we leave, I'm already ready. I've got my soli wrap on under my jacket because it is a little chillier today, and ready to go before I even get out the door. That way once I get there, I just put baby in. I don't have to do the whole wrap. But I've got a little bit of makeup on. I did do my hair finally. But to top it off, I'm going to spritz a little perfume, but since I carry baby, I don't spritz perfume in this area because that's where baby will be sitting. I like to do it on my hair or down below. Getting to the sponsor of today's video is Dossier perfumes. If you don't know them, y'all, this company, I've worked with them for a long time now, and I absolutely love their products. Their perfumes are awesome. They're so good. Everything about them. I have them for my boys, for my husband. They all love them as well. But they have designer inspired perfumes for a fraction of the price. I love the packaging. I love that this is magnetic. But you can actually go on their website and search through unisex scents, men's and women's, and then they also have all the designer brands that these are inspired by. So if you love Tom Ford, you love Dior, whatever it is, you can look that up and see which perfumes they have. So the one I have today, I've actually never tried this one before. This one is Ambery Vanilla, which is inspired by YSL's Black Opium. I do love that it does come with a little card here that shows you everything about this. So it'll show you the notes, the top, middle, and base notes, what it's inspired by, the concentration level, a thank you, and how it works. If for some reason that you don't like the scent, you don't like anything about it, you can actually return your perfume back to them, no questions asked. I have a link for you guys in the description box, so definitely check that out. I also have a code for you, so check that out as well. This would be a great gift for anybody that's getting a birthday soon, or if you have older kids that are wanting to start wearing perfumes or colognes, they want to smell like those designer brands. Get this instead. It's so much better, and it's actually better for you. The ingredients that they use are a lot better than those other ones that you're spending hundreds of dollars on. But so I'm gonna go ahead and try this Ambery Vanilla. Like I said, I like to spritz mine like up here so it falls on my hair. And for me, really one spritz does the job. I don't really need a whole bunch more than that. I feel like this lasts all day and all night. You can really smell this, especially when my boys come home from school. I can still smell it on them, so I definitely love that. Thank you again, Dossier, for sponsoring today's video, and y'all don't forget to check them out in the description box as well. Alright y'all, so this is the next day, obviously because I look different, but I actually figured out how I wanted to put everything together with the little acrylic bins that I got. I will, since I've figured out how to configure this the way that I like it and the way that it works for me, which will definitely be different for everybody. You guys are going to have different things that you're going to want in yours. I got my baby girl here. She just woke up. She was on the bed, which is where my camera is sitting right now, and it was like she was kicking and stretching and it was moving the camera. So I got her up. You got baby girl. What you think, Mama? Oh, oh, we got spit ups. But for you guys, it'll probably be different. It just depends on what you want to put in your caddy, in your bedside caddy, or if you're putting this in your nursery, or even if you have this tiered one like I have. It's on wheels, so I can move it around the house if needed. I don't actually do that. I know some people that do opt for this 3-tiered wheeled caddy just for that reason, so they can move it around the house if you're going from like the kitchen to the living room to your room, that kind of thing. So if you're doing that, maybe you need a couple different things in there than what I've packed in mine. I will have these little acrylic things linked down below, as well as my 3-tiered caddy here linked down below for you guys. I actually had this with my last pregnancy with Knox. This is what I got and put together for my bedside whenever I had him. I had actually different things in that video, which I will link in the description box and up here in the cards for you guys as well, if you want to see what I did with my last baby and what I put in there. Kind of just a different array of things at the time, also because it was ready to go for the minute I came home with him from the hospital. Now that she is, oh gosh y'all, today she officially is 2 months old, so she's 8 weeks old. So now that we are 8 weeks old and 8 weeks postpartum, I don't really need as many things in this caddy as I did with the first couple weeks, or I guess specific things. I've taken those out. Now this is what works for me at the moment. I try to keep everything up top is the stuff that you're gonna need consistently every day, the things that you need the most during the day to be easily accessible. Then like second most used items in the middle, and then the things at the bottom that I don't use as much, those go at the bottom. So up here up top, I have this acrylic that's a long acrylic one. I think this is actually for the fridge is where I got it. I got it in like the kitchen area, and I've had it before in my fridge, but that is what fit perfectly back here, and it actually fits perfectly for diapers. So we do a mixture. These are coterie diapers up here. These are disposable diapers that we use for overnight because they hold the most liquids. They're great for no blowouts, or if we're gonna go out and about. And then there are certain days where I'm just not, I'm super exhausted and tired, and I opt to just grab one of these instead of using our cloth diapers. These are from the company Assembly. So I do have cloth inners here, and then I have 2 outer ones over here that I use, and they're up here so that they're ready to go if I need them. I also have on the side hanging here, this is kind of like a wet bag. It's got 2 different zipper pockets, and this is what I use that if I've used any of the cloth diapers, or even if she's had spit up all over her clothing and I need to change her clothes, I put the clothes and the cloth diapers in this Assembly bag here, and then that way once it's full at the end of the day, I'll take it and wash it in the washing machine. Then the next thing is we gotta have wipes. This Ubi this Ubi wipe dispenser, I guess is what you would call it, is amazing, y'all. It's not a heated one or a warming wipe thing. I don't like those. I think that they're a waste of money. I just feel like you're not going to be able to have your wipes warm all the time for your baby when you're out and about. Having warm wipes at home, and then when you're out with them you put a cold wipe on them, it's a shocker. So I'd rather get my babies used to regular wipe temperature, I guess. This one is really cool. For one, it looks really nice if you have it set out like this. It's really aesthetically pleasing. But when you open it, it actually has a weighted top. This guy right here goes on top of your wipes, but it's weighted. You got those one-handed diaper changes and you need to grab wipes out, but you can't pull them out without using 2 hands. This thing is great. It keeps it nice and sealed because it's got this like rubber around it, just to, when you close it, it really seals it all in, so there's no moisture getting out. Your wipes don't get all dried out or anything. Just your mama girls. Little Tweety baby. She's up and around now. She's had her nappy and her food, and she's ready to go. She's ready to talk and ready to move and play. Going with wipes and skincare, this little acrylic bin here. It has her little brush, forehead brush, a little comb for any flakes that we might have, really just to stimulate her scalp. We've got some lotion here. This is from Pipette. I think that's how you say that. Pipette, I don't know. Their baby body lotion. Most of their products are fragrance free, but this one, they have a vanilla ylang ylang one, and this one is really, really nice. So I like this one. We have the Hello Bello Everywhere Balm, which if you've been around, you know, I love this thing. This is like one of my #1 skincare products or butt care products for babies that I love. Then we have the Ro Probiotic Power Serum. This one is great just to hold in the moisture for your baby. You put that on first and then you put lotion on, but I love to use it on my other kids, especially my toddlers that get bug bites and scrapes and scars on their body. The serum actually helps to heal their scars and their scrapes and their bug bites from scratching them. It helps heal that a lot quicker. Of course, it keeps the skin really nice and soft and smooth, and it helps if you have a baby with eczema, which none of my kids have any like rashes or eczema problems, but I have heard that Ro is really, really great for eczema or any kind of rash that you might have, which is also why it's up here, because I will put it on. So far, baby girl has not had any butt rashes that we've had to deal with. My other toddlers, Jade and Knox, have had bumps on their butt before, and of course just a diaper rash before. I've used this product and it definitely helps. And then we also have the Ella and Ola Baby Massage Oil, because baby massages are amazing. They're good for bonding, but they're also obviously great just to moisturize the skin with the oil. It's really good sensory for babies her age and a little bit older, but I do it on my toddlers as well, just to get them ready for bed and kind of relax their muscles and everything, and it just makes them feel good. Definitely recommend baby massage. The Ella and Ola products are awesome. I have their shampoo and lotion as well, but the massage oil is, I just love it. It's not too oily to where your like hands feel gross or it doesn't soak in. It actually soaks into the skin really, really good. And then I've got the 8 Sheep Organic Sleepy Body Lotion. Again, if you've been around, you know that I love that. I actually use it on myself still to this day. I think it's great for pregnancy, but right now I use it if I have any soreness anywhere. I use it on my belly still since it's still going down and it needs that moisture. It just has extra moisture in there. Because it's called Sleepy Body Lotion, it's definitely meant for if you have any cramps, if you just need a little help going to sleep. Even for your kids and your babies as well, you can rub that on there and use that when you're massaging your baby to help them fall asleep at night. So that is why it is up there also. So this next tier right here is going to be, so we've got her burp cloths here in this little, it's about the same size as this one up here that has all the skincare products. Same one of those here for her bows and her head wraps. Then in the middle, I've just put in her socks right here. And then in the back, I have a little bit bigger than the one that's up here, a little wider. And this has clothes for her, so extra clothes. I didn't want to put a ton of clothes in there, so really what I've put in there is just the clothes that I know I like to put on her the most. My favorite clothing items that fit her at the moment, and then like footed rompers for sleeping, those kinds of things. So there's only about 3 or 4 different sets of clothes back there. The rest of them I have put away in a bin where I keep her other clothing, and that is pretty much it there. Now the very bottom one is for, I've got 2 bigger size ones. This side is all of our swaddling blankets. These are like the stretchy kind of blankets that I love to use to swaddle her in, but then of course also just as blankets, just to lay down on the bed or somewhere for her to lay on, or put on top of her and I when we're laying in bed together while I'm feeding her. The stretchy type of blankets are my favorite to swaddle her with, so those are the ones I use the most. That's why I have those here. I think I have like 3 of them, and in the very back I have 1 muslin blanket. I also have used that to swaddle with, but I just don't use it as much, so that's why I put it kind of in the back. But I did still want to have it out in this caddy just in case I do want to use it, because it is one of the more used blankets than the other ones that I have around the house. This side is going to be for Mama pretty much. The only thing I have for her on this side is in the very back right here. I have an extra one of her solely baby wraps. The rest of her wraps are hung up over here next to the bed, but I have 1 extra one, and I do want to keep it out because I use the solely wraps so much. Now that I have so many, I can kind of just like color coordinate our outfits for when we're leaving. So I didn't want to put it up in a bin somewhere or stow it away in a drawer, because I think I'd forget where I put it. So instead I put it down here, and then the rest of this stuff is for me for pumping. So I've got my Haka here, and then I have my LV pumps, and then I also have my silverettes. These I put on my nipples and they help so that I don't have to use any creams, which I have not had to use any nipple balm or cream at all with her because of these silverettes. I highly recommend these so much, you guys. They are amazing. I mean, just freaking awesome. Ever since I started using these consistently, no more sore nipples, and also I haven't had clogged ducts since I've started using these, which I'm super, super grateful. Now, I don't know if that's 100% from these, but I will say that I was getting clogged ducts pretty regularly. I've had like 4 times now that I've had them, and once I started using those, I have yet to have clogged ducts. So keeping my fingers crossed that hopefully these are one of the reasons why I haven't had any more problems with them. Now, I do like to keep them in the box when I'm not using them, just to keep them clean. That's why they're in there in the box right now, just because I don't have them on at the moment. But usually they're not even in here. They're really just, they're on me most of the time, so I don't even, I mean, I might keep the box in there just to, so I don't lose the box somewhere in this house. These are all the things that I use the most in our day-to-day lives, which is why these are the things that I wanted to organize and put in here. I feel like organizing it just makes it so much easier to keep up with. So when you're using things and you're trying to restock it, you know exactly where it goes, everything has a place, rather than if it's just wide open and you feel like you've like, oh, I placed the clothes here and I've folded the blankets here. It ends up just becoming a freaking mess, which is why I went and got these bins, because that's exactly what happened. I just kind of put things in a spot I thought they were in a place, and it just didn't stay that way. It was just craziness. In the very beginning, had this been ready to go for me and organized from the get-go coming home from the hospital, one of the things that would be a lot different up here is that I would have a lot of my supplements up here. The only reason I don't is because of how I've had this set up by the bed, and this is what I'm going to show you guys. So like I said, this is my caddy. I have it kind of pulled out right now, but usually it's situated like this up against the closet here. I've got my lamp. I have our humidifier over here. Disregard the dustiness. I haven't dusted this table in a minute, and she's still feeding, so that's her if you hear her. We've got her little Moses basket bassinet here, and one of her favorite, or I guess I should say my favorite, quilts or little muslin blankets. And then, like I said, I have my Soli wraps hung up. So I have this little guy here, which I think I got in the Target dollar spot for like $3 or $5 a while back. But it works out perfectly because it's got this little ledge and these 3 little hooks. These are the other 3 Soli wraps I have hung up here. The reason I don't have her pacifiers in the caddy over here is because we do use those quite a bit as well, and it just seemed a lot easier to have them in this little tiny cute little basket up here. I also have one of my hair clips in there also, so that when we're just sitting in the bed, if I need to grab one real quick, I can just reach up over here, grab a passy. I do have a couple different kinds because we're still figuring out what her favorite kind is. And I do have her little Ivy Rain name announcement disc back there too, because I love it. It's so pretty. But this is where I keep my supplements that I use right now. The other supplements that I take have to be refrigerated, so those are in the refrigerator and the freezer. But the ones that I need right on hand are up here. So I've got my Milky Mama drops. I have my Parallel vitamins over here, my multi-support pack, 30-day supply little packets. And then I also have an Iron Ease pill, which this is just because I've always been low in iron, and Parallel actually just came out with a new iron supplement, so I have that to take as well. And then I do have just an extra Milky Mama dropper in the back there. And then this blue syringe bottle here, dropper bottle, is my placenta tincture. So I have yet to open that, which I probably will start using soon. And I will talk more about my placenta encapsulation, the tincture, and all of that, and kind of like how I felt about it, what it's done for me so far. I'll do that in a separate video. I'm probably going to put that in my body and baby update video for 2 months. We should be filming that soon. So once that goes up, when you see like a postpartum and baby update video talking about the placenta stuff, will be in that vlog. But that is my little setup over here, and then a little drawing that Jade drew me. She wanted me to put it up, so I put it up over here. But this is our little setup next to the bed. which works out perfectly for me and baby girl right now. I hope that my bedside caddy info, kind of like what I put in there, has helped you guys. Like I said, everybody, we're all going to be different in the things that we need the most of in different stages of postpartum and your baby growing. You may have something that looks very similar to mine. You may not. You might have your stuff set up completely different, but hopefully this gives you kind of like an idea and how you can set it up with these little acrylic organizers. And again, y'all, I highly recommend getting these little 3-tiered on wheels, kind of like a tray caddy thing. These things are awesome. I love them. And I know that they're sold at Target and Walmart. I think they even have them at IKEA. They're everywhere. You can get them on Amazon. Definitely recommend these, especially for postpartum. Like I said earlier, everything will be linked down below for you guys. Definitely check it all out. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, definitely don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of this family. Thank you for following along on another one of my pregnancy and postpartum journeys with our new baby, Ivy Rain. All your love and support is so sweet, and we love you guys so much. Again, don't forget to check out Dossier perfumes if it's not just for yourself. Mother's Day is coming up, so it would be a great gift for your mama, your grandmother, even your bestie that has just become a mama and you want to give them kind of like a new mommy basket with, you know, bath salts and new perfume, maybe a new makeup line, something just to make her feel really good, something for mama instead of always just for baby. I would definitely check out Dossier perfumes for that, and don't forget to use my code. Again, of course, they are linked in the description box for you guys, and thank you, Dossier, for sponsoring today's video. I love y'all. I will see you on my next one. Ivy says bye too. Bye.